This lesson today is about large and small percents. And we're talking about numbers that are above 100% and below, let's say, 1%. We're talking very small and very large numbers. To convert a percent to a fraction or a mixed number, we still go about the same procedure as converting a percent to a decimal. So if we had, ignoring this for now, if we just had 1%, that's the same thing as 1 over 100. 1 per 100, 1%. We do the same procedure here with the 0.8%. That's going to be 0.8 over 100. However, we can't keep the decimal in here. Fractions or percents, or fractions, you don't keep the decimal in, so you have to get rid of it. The easiest way to do that is just to multiply both the numerator and denominator by a power of 10. So 0.8 times 10 is nothing more than 8. And 100 times 10 is 1,000. Like all other fractions, we have to simplify this. So 8 and 100 have common factors of 2. They also have common factors of 4. And for this instance, it actually has a common factor of 8. So when we divide both the numerator and denominator by 8, we'll have 1 for the numerator and 125 for the denominator. So 0.8% is the same thing as 1 over 125. That's how you make a very small percent into a fraction. Now let's look at a large percent. 145%. Now if we had 100%, that would be nothing more than 100 over 100. Again, percent being per 100, which would equal 1. We use the same procedure here for 145. Trying to move that down. It's going to be 145 over 100. Again, we need to simplify this because that's what we do with fractions. So 100 goes into 145 one time, 45 left over. 100 is the denominator. Of course, we can reduce this to 1 and 9/20. They both have common factors of 5. So 145% as a fraction is 1 and 9/20. Looking at two more examples, we'll do another large one first. 137%. Put that over 100. Simplify it to a mixed number, 1 and 37/100. Of course, 37 is a prime number, so we can't simplify that any farther. So that will be our fraction. However, we can also write this as a decimal. From here, we could go 1.37 as a decimal. Now, we could do what I just did here, percent to fraction to mixed number to decimal. Or you can just realize that you need to move the decimal point over, starting here, over two place values, 1.37. Looking at a second example, 0.7%. As a fraction, that's going to be 0.7 over 100. Of course, we need to get rid of this decimal point, so we'll actually multiply both the numerator and the denominator by a power of 10, or 10 over 10. 7 on the top, 1,000 on the bottom. If I wanted to convert this to a decimal, it needs 1, 2, 3, scratch that, 2 zeros, thousandths, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, decimal point there, and a 0. Without making it a fraction first, of course, you could always just move the decimal point over 2 place values from its initial place. 1, 2, put in a 0, there's the decimal point, and we put in a 0 there just to kind of signify that the decimal point is there.